Hey everybody, welcome back to New to License Now What? It is Mindset Monday, and we all went through the holidays. We're coming up to New Year's, and I want to make sure that we are all on having the proper mindset for our successes. So I'm going to ping some people in this room, and I'm going to let's see. I hate that word, so I'm not even going to say it. We're going to see who will come in and share their mindset hacks for their successes. Mindset is so important in this business, or if you look at it, any business that you have, we have to have the proper mindset. And I'm going to ping some people in. And let's see who comes in. I'm sharing this. I have a stream going on, and I'm also in Clubhouse as well. I hope my mic is working properly and people are hearing me. Nadia, how are you? Welcome. Hey, John. Welcome, my friend. Come on up. It's been a while since we spoke. What's going on? It's Mindset Monday, my friend. Let's see. I'm going to invite. Oh, John can't talk. It's okay. We're going to. Let's see. Mindset. Mindset is so important in this business. I want to pin a link up here. www.sam661.com. We'll add that. And we'll add links as we get valuable resources in this room. And I hope you are doing well. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday, John. And it's Mindset Monday, my friend. Let's see. I'm going to ping some more people in. See if we can bring some people to help with mindset. Let's see. Who do I have on my list that is great at mindset? Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome. It's Mindset Monday. Who wants to share a ping or a tip for Mindset Monday? Raise your hand if you want to come up. I appreciate all of you in this room. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Claudia. How are you today? Come on up and speak if you want to share with us. Fantastic. Claudia, long time no see. How are you?
I know. I am doing well. Just, being absent, from stuff, trying to figure out what I was going to do. I almost quit real estate, and then I realized, no, I'm a good realtor.
Don't do that.
Exactly. So I'm going to stay put. I am making plans for 2022 to be a good year for me. So
fantastic. Yeah. What is your mindset hack? Today this is the New License Now What room. And I decided to change my Mentor Monday to Mindset Monday. Because we all have hacks that we use for mindset. We're done with the weekend. Almost all the holidays are done. What are mindset hacks that you use to help you to get past that point? Especially since you said you ran into some challenges. We all run into challenges, and that's normal in this business or any business. What kind of mindset hacks did you use to get yourself to the point where you're going to stick it out. You're going to stay in real estate, and you're going to do what you need to do.
That's right. Well, I'm a little older, so you remember those days of Franklin Covey, and we had this 365 calendar with. We didn't have all the electronic Calendly and all of those things, but this guy, right, Franklin Covey, many people will know, even if they know as old as I am. And you will start in the morning, right? And you will start with your affirmation or whatever it was. And then you will have your most to do task. And by the end of the day, you were supposed to have those things done. And then you had this other task. Then later on in real estate was like, well, block timing, right? Which you say, okay, I'm going to set my mind that I'm going to start every day with 15 minutes of affirmation. Then I'm going to write some, I don't know what they call it now, but something, that you wanted to affirm to yourself as well. And then you kind of start the day. So the thing personally is that I can get distracted quickly because I usually have so many tasks and they kind of like in my mind, and things get really kind of convoluted. So I jump from here to there and having people jumping everywhere. So one of the set mind for me is to get mentally organized. I always have, honestly, thousands of thoughts going. Every time that I say, I was thinking, he said, really? But anyways, is to set my mind that I could start my day organized, prioritize, don't have to jump through hoops, and then leave the things that are more important, like the yard, right? I love that analogy that if you take a yard and you put this big rock first, and then you're trying to put, the little rock and then the water, whatever, it doesn't fix too many. So there's an order to everything. And that is my mindset, is to put order to my thoughts, starting with my thoughts, so I don't get lost in my own brain.
Thank you so much. That it is so easy to get sidetracked. I mean, we're like squirrel, all of us, and it's difficult to, and it's a challenge to a lot of people to keep that focus. So a lot of things.
Especially real estate, if you think about it, right? Because they tell us like do this in the morning, work in your business in the morning, and then work on your business in the afternoon. Well, what happened when that title company call you and there's something going on and they cannot? So yeah, real estate seems that. So yeah, it was the gem.
Thank you so much for that gem. Sergio, how are you, my friend? What do you use to actually let me do this. Let me reset the room because there's some more people that came in. And feel free to ping people into this room. And we're talking about mindset hacks. It's newly licensed now what? And one of the things I learned a long time ago when I was first licensed is mindset is so important in this business. It's so important in any business that you're in. And what mindset hacks do you have that we could share with other people in this room? Claudia, introduce yourself. Let us know where you're at, and then we'll go over to Sergio.
Sure. Sorry about that. So I'm Claudia Brown. I've been in real estate since 2003. I primarily practiced in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I was licensed in 2003. Worked with Cowell Banker there for all of those years. Did really well, even in the turn of the market. I recently moved to California, got my license again here. And when I started talking, I said, I almost left real estate for greener pasture. I wanted to learn about short-term rental. I wanted to learn about, multifamily and do it all, real estate and investment. But I have a client that kind of, I believe, was God speaking to me, that got me back into my business because I'm good at it. And I was able to fulfill. I see real estate as a mission field in which I'm not just a realtor. Sometimes I am a prayer warrior. Sometimes I'm a counselor. Sometimes I am, a driver. I pick them up. Whatever it takes. That's how I do my job. Like it's my mission field. So that's what I do. Real estate in Southern California. Thank you, Sam. And I'm in the same company you are, eXp.
Is there any other?
Correct.
No, I'm
Correct.
joking. There's a lot of really great companies out there, and a lot of challenges that realtors have is finding a home. And I would advise them to look around and see what's out there, and then come and talk to me or Claudia, and let's talk about what we have to offer as well. So that way you can be educated in what's out there and what kind of tools that we have, as well as what kind of tools everybody else has. Because there's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of good companies out there. I don't downplay any of them. I found a home, so I'm very happy with where I'm at. Claudia's happy where she's at, and we're here for you when you're. Oh, somebody just asked where I was located. I'm in LA in the Santa Clarita Valley, and I'm just over the hill from Quartz Hill. So somebody was asking me on my LinkedIn. So Sergio, introduce yourself, please.
Hey Sam, you are in LA North. LA North.
LA North, or Hollywood North, they call it. That's kind of a
There you
nickname
go.
of the area. Hollywood North, absolutely.
Sergio Sosa, real estate investor, commercial loan broker. As Claudia was talking, I kept thinking about how useful the BlackBerry used to be.
Hey,
And,
you all too.
and when the Palm Pilots came out, that was a big rave to try to help you get organized.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the Palm Pilot. I remember the BlackBerry. Yeah, I'm old too.
I use Google Calendar a lot. I use the reminders a lot on the iPhone. And I just start the day off clearing my mind by giving thanks and being grateful. And that really kind of sets me for the day. And I need to start getting in some type of physical workout routine in there too. But yeah, all that good stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have some affirmations I have in front of me, and I just want to read a couple of them. And maybe it will motivate some people that are in this room to take out a book and do some affirmations, and maybe help them to make their Monday more of a productive Monday, because it all starts with mindset. So I am full of gratitude. I am opportunity. I am successful. I am experiencing gratefulness every day. I am infinite possibilities. I am aware that I am a champion. I am changing the world. I am a part of the solution. I am aware that I am a positive impact on others. I am amazing. I am visual. I am a creator. I have a fantastic memory. I am in control of myself. I am the reason the world is great. I am a giver. I am giving, so I am always receiving. I am always learning. I am healthy. I am I am in vibrating enthusiasm. I am vibrating dynamic health. I am making a difference. I am a creative expression of myself. I am focused on icon. I am an icon. I am awesome. I am funny. I am love. I am true, unlimited power. So those are some things that I have on a piece of paper in front of me right now, and I wanted to share that with you. And maybe it could motivate some people out there that maybe don't know what to write down. So I just shared a little bit of myself there, and I thought it was kind of cool. And we have another Claudia in the audience. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Please come up, introduce yourself, and let us know where you're at. Because if you don't share who you are and where you're at, we can't send you referrals. So I'll start. I am in beautiful Santa Clarita, California, which is just north of Los Angeles. And we are known as Hollywood North. We do a lot of filming here. Princess Cruise Lines has their corporation here. So it's kind of a big deal. The area we do a lot of things. We're very veteran friendly community. We're also a very special needs friendly community. So I have a daughter that has autism, and we get resources from the community and the state, of course. So that's a little bit about me. And oh, fantastic. Thank you for coming up, Claudia. Introduce yourself, let us know where you're at, and give us a mindset hack that you use to help you to be in a better position every day. Claudia? There you are.
I'm here. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting to talk, but that's okay. I am actually in the Bay Area in California, in Northern California. Um, you came across my notifications. It said newly licensed. Um, I'm guessing it's real estate. Now what? Mindset Monday. Um, I also, as far as getting me going in the morning, I do 30 minutes of an audio book. Right now I'm listening to um, John Maxwell. So this was just something to get myself just familiar with people that are online and things that are going on and networking. So that's why I hopped on to see basically what's going on.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for coming, Claudia, and introducing yourself and being open to talking. I appreciate you. Being thankful is one of the most powerful energies out there. And I love when people come up and share who they are, because you never know the connections you make. I also stream this, full disclosure, I also stream this on my YouTube channel. I stream this on my Facebook. I stream this on my LinkedIn. So you never know where somebody could come from. You know, somebody can be in Northern California and be listening to one of my feeds through one of my connections. Plus, I also have my Instagram rolling on live. So the exciting thing is you never know where it's going to come from, and you never know who you're going to touch with these podcast slash video episodes. So thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate you. And Erica, you are up. Welcome to the room. It's newly licensed now what? And Claudia, it could be any type of license. I focus on a real estate license, but people in any type of business really need the mindset. So I'm open to anybody that wants to come in and share who they are and what they're doing and what makes them successful.
I am studying for my real estate license. I actually take it on the 21st of next month. So, like it said, when that title came across and the notifications and said newly licensed, now what? I just hopped in.
Fantastic. And I'll get you into. Oh, go ahead, Claudia. The Claudia on top.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to say to Claudia, I don't know if she's Claudia and I'm Claudia. But anyway, Tokaya, good luck to you with your test.
Thank you so much. I take either way.
Good.
Call me anything not late for dinner, right? Go ahead, Erica.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Erica of the II Bond Group. I am newly certified as a business purpose and commercial lender. Thank you for having me up. The question was, what do I do to motivate myself? I have a bunch of mantras, as you shared. So one of mine is I am divinely aligned. I am a part of another spiritual group. So looking into 2020, our mantra for next year is I am healed and whole. And basically wholeness and being healed is the foundation of success. So I do spend a lot of time just working on me and my goals. One goal I have next year, early next year, is to complete my MLO so that I will be whole in that lending space. And that's it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you in the room, and I wish you luck on getting your lending license. I'm excited for you, and I appreciate you sharing one of your mantras. That's awesome. Anthony, newly licensed, new EXP, rocking it out there. I know you got some good stuff for me.
Hey Sam, how are you, sir? Just plugging away, trying to get through the process and waiting for the next step from the eXp people to give me the green light. I'm waiting for, I guess, the state to hang the license with eXp or the other way around, and I'm just in a holding pattern, but that's fine.
You are a step closer. Now, you've been dealing with a lot of stuff. Now, what kind of mantras do you use, or what kind of things do you use for mindset? Any hacks that maybe we didn't talk about in this room yet? It's Mindset Monday.
To be honest with you, I'm drawing a blank right now. I really don't have any mantras.
What do you use to keep yourself motivated? I would say family, because you are a family man, and I would say family is one heck of a motivation.
Yeah, yes, family. Everything I do is for my family. But to stay motivated, wow. I really don't have any one thing. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful. I really don't have anything, except I just try to have a positive attitude, and I guess my own inner mantra is to dominate in everything that I do, and and I just think of that all the time. Like my grandfather said to me when I was younger, said, it doesn't matter what you do in life, but whatever you choose to do in life, be the absolute best at it, the best. So that's what I try to live up to every day.
Now that's gold. That is gold. I appreciate you sharing that, because a lot of our successes comes from our family members, and where they came from and what they did. Having a grandfather that said that's something that sticks in the back of your mind. But at the same time, you have to be kind to yourself at the same time, keeping that in mind. So being the best and being the number one, and all those things are fantastic. But you have to be kind to yourself, if you have a day that's off. So I appreciate you sharing that. That was awesome, Anthony.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And actually, one of the things now that you mentioned it, and then I'll be quiet so other people can talk. But I've found myself multiple times, and even have had friends comment to me that I'm on the phone quite a bit, not for entertainment purposes or whatever, but just for business. And I've actually caught myself a number of times, like just having doing sales in my, previous sales career, doing business while, my kids want my attention, and, I'll put my finger up 1 second. And then I realized to myself, you know what, this stuff can wait. Family is the most important. So sometimes I do because of my competitive mindset, I don't want to let time with my family slip away, because time is the most precious commodity we have. So I always have to try to keep that in mind as well.
Absolutely, and that's a lesson to be learned, because sometimes I want to say that real estate has the highest rate of divorce, because we work 24/7. We're always on it. I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I have to put my computer down at night. Me and my wife, we will watch, we'll binge watch. We'll watch some movies, and that's kind of our time together to just, hold hands and just veg out. And sometimes you do need that. And with my kids, I got to do the same thing during the day. I attempt to keep it business and focus on business. However, sometimes my daughter will come out and say, I just want to cuddle. And those are the priceless moments, and you can't get those back. So, balance is key in mindset too. Balance. So, newly licensed, now what? Yeah, you want to hustle, 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 get the business, make a living, take a break, and focus on what's important in your life as well. You're going to the gym, taking a walk, going and enjoying a flower, spending time at the zoo. I did that recently, and we had a great time. And I became a kid again in the zoo. I love the elephants. I love the giraffes. I don't know if you saw my Instagram. I took lots of videos of the giraffes and the elephants, and I really, it brings me back to being a kid myself. So, take that time and make sure that you have that balance. And that's another part of a mindset, because you have to have that balance. Now, Claudia, what do you do for balance?
Well, I'm trying. So, being a little bit
No trying, dear. No trying. You know how I am.
I know. So, when I say I almost quit real estate, I actually quit once when I moved back to California. And I has been, let's say, since 2003, and now that was 2017. I probably did not take one single vacation that I did not have my phone with me, which we upset my husband a lot and my family, because they will say, why are we here? Why are we paying all of this money? You on the phone anyway, so why don't go back home? So I felt that I burned out. I was resenting my clients because I have no boundaries. Um, I will dine, when we set out to dinner, I will put my phone by me. And if the phone ring, I felt that I needed to answer it. I remember one time was my husband's birthday, and this client called, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take these 2 hours to make my husband a nice breakfast. Is you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. It's a Saturday morning. And the next thing is my broker is calling me because one client said that he couldn't reach me. This is 9 o'clock in the morning, in a Saturday morning. And the client was supposed to be like going to DC to bury his mom. So I never expected anybody. So I kind of turned my phone, off. So this time around, I decided that I have to put boundaries around my business. I don't want to burn out. I like real estate. I wanted to do it with joy. There is time that you give and give and give, and then you resent. And I think that these 4 years that I have kind of taken off, um, have taught me just about life, in general. Last year, we saw people, dying in few days. I have a friend that his cousin died on Thursday. They went to the hospital on Monday. So sometimes we feel like we have the world in our hands, and that responsibility only belongs to God. I am know him. I cannot even, start to. So yeah, we're responsible. We take care of things, but we have to have boundaries with our families, with everyone, because if not, we burn out, and we will not be providing the type of customer service that we are actually striving to provide. So, boundaries for me, setting boundaries. Moving on.
Love that. Love that. Erica, how about you? How do you create balance in your life when it comes to business? And it could be any business that you have. How do you create those boundaries and that important time with family and friends?
Good question, and I can pretty much piggyback off of what Claudia and I believe Anthony had presented already. I make time. I worked in government politics for 14 years of my life, and I would drop everything to attend to people. And one, burnout is real, and you don't realize you're burning out until you're burnt out. So, in this new career that I am building in the lending space, I have already come into it with the mindset that I have time when I work, I have time for family, I have time for me, and it's just about time management. To sum it up, just making sure that I can fit everything into those 24 hours and still be rested so that I can have some longevity. So, yep, that's it.
Thank you so much, Erica. Rashad, you are welcome to Clubhouse. You look like you got your party horn still. Welcome to this room. Introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, and then we'll go to Anna. Who are you? Where are you from? And let us know a little bit about yourself. Welcome to Clubhouse.
Hi, how are you? My name is Rishad. I'm from India.
Welcome. What kind of business are you into? Share a little bit about yourself if you're comfortable with it. We'll come back to you if you want to share. I'll go to Anna for right now, and if you want to share something later, you can feel free. Anna, welcome. Newly licensed now what? Today is Mindset Monday. We were talking about affirmations. We were talking about balance. And you've been in the business a long time, and so I know you know on both subjects. You have a lot to share.
You're so sweet. You know, when you say balance, Sam, I think there's no such thing as having it, but balancing, we're always balancing, right? We're always trying to figure out that perfect place, and then just when you do, you go and recreate a whole new one. Nonetheless, I think it's great that you're talking about mindset. I was just in Anaj's room. I think you were there as well, Sam. And, they were talking about all these apps that are just like must-haves, right, for the industry, which is true. A lot of them, great ideas. But then when Jay Massey was talking, and he got into the whole topic of really building a business and recognizing that if you're going to invest in this thing and what is the return on that, whether it's people or tools, right? So here's the mindset part. You're either going to come from scarcity or you're going to come from abundance, and you get to choose which one that is. And if you don't choose wisely, right, coming from scarcity will keep you poor. That I'm sure of, right? When you're not willing to invest in yourself and your business and your growth, you will stay small and you will continue to come from scarcity. So choose wisely, guys. When it comes to mindset, I choose abundance each and every time, and not sweat the small stuff and not go after the peanuts, if you will, right? We're not scraping from the bottom of the barrel here unless you are, because you're coming from scarcity mindset. So I think mindset conversations should be happening all day, every day. So thank you, Sam.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. And we talk about part of mindset is the not living in scarcity. When you give to charities, when you give to others, when you give freely, that's what you get back. And actually, it was kind of interesting. Me and my wife sat down and we watched a millionaire undercover, or undercover billionaire. We watched that the other day, and it was just really amazing how it was Glenn Stern's episode. I don't know if you've seen that one, Anna, but amazing.
No.
He started. He went to Erie, Pennsylvania, and started with $100 and slept in his truck. And the mindset of this man, 55 years old and suffering from cancer, created a $1 million business out of nothing. And he lived in his truck, got sick, had to go to hospital, sold. It was like St. Patty's Day time. He went and picked up stuff from the 99-cent store and resold it and made $300-400 there. He went to a screen printer, got his first job with a screen printer, making $60, a day. And it was all about, it really did start with his mindset, because he went there with nothing and created a multi-million-dollar business out of nothing. And if anybody in this room hasn't seen it, it's Discovery Plus. And it's the first version of, I think it's Millionaire Undercover Millionaire. And Glenn Stearns is quite a incredible individual. And I actually, he's part of eXp. And I actually chatted him. I actually sent him a message that I really appreciate what he did in that episode. And it really shows the kindness of his heart, and the somebody that says they'll do something and then does it no matter what. And he was suffering. I mean, he had a feeding tube, and he still put sweat equity into flipping houses and flipping cars, and everything he did brought him up to the next level to achieve his successes. And they had, I don't want to give away, but he created a business out of nothing. He connected with different resources, and he had none of his contacts when he went into the city. He created out of nothing. None of his contacts, only $100 in his pocket, and almost died. So just watching that the other day, every scene he talked about a different part of business thought. And I need to watch it again, because I need to write the notes down of his little, what he would talk about, and the type of business thought and what you need to focus on to become successful in business. Because he's a billionaire. He's not a millionaire. He's a billionaire. And it was just amazing. So it really motivated me into doing a mindset for Monday instead of Mentors Monday. I decided to change it to mindset. And I'm going to land my plane, and please come up and share who you are, where you're at, because a closed mouth does not get fed. And I am also streaming this on my Instagram and on my StreamYard channel. So this goes out to all of my contacts. So feel free, come up, share who you are, where you're at, where we can send referrals. Anna, share who you are, what you do, share about the Covenant House, and please share.
Sure, Sam. Thank you. So I'm Anna Abitamarco. I'm a team leader and listing specialist here in Chester County, Pennsylvania. That's my day job. I also mentor agents and help them grow their business and or team. As well as I'm an ambassador for the Covenant House, which is a homeless shelter for teens and young adults. So that's what I really love doing, which is bringing awareness and raising money for the Covenant House. It's not just a homeless shelter. It is a place where they receive not only the food and the shelter and education and mentorship. But it's an 18-month program that gets them from off the street into housing. And by the time they graduate out from the Covenant House, they have a full-time job, a 1-year lease to an apartment, and some ability and level of independence to get them going into their future. So I think it's really a fantastic program. And who better than us as realtors to be ambassadors for the Covenant House and create that bridge and ability to get those funds and support to our teens in the area. So there's 31 Covenant houses across the country. I'm in the Philly area, so I'm an ambassador for the Philly Covenant House. But if you'd like to know more about it, you can just, Sam just put my 10K card up there, so thank you, Sam. You could certainly go on my 10K card and research about Covenant House, as well as reach out to me directly if you'd like to become a volunteer. Thanks so much, Sam.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I'm so thankful that you came into this room, and I share your stuff up there. What you do with the Covenant House is amazing, and changing lives every day. And that's people in business, not just real estate business. You have to think about past yourself. Yeah, we have to make a living. We have to make money for our families. We need to support our families. But if we took it past that point, in what is your passion in business? What is your passion? Who do you get back to when it comes down to? Is there a charity that you love? Is there a cause that's close to your heart, near and dear to your heart? That's who you are. That's why people do business with you. That's why people are attracted to you. So people that are new to business, or even people that are seasoned agents in any business, think about those things. It's all about mindset. It's all about motivation. If you wake up in the morning, yeah, you want to make a living, and you're chasing dollars. If you're chasing dollars, it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, put money in your pocket. However, if you take a look at having a fulfilled life, click on Anna's thing on the top, find out more about Covenant House, or whatever you're passionate about, find more about how to give back to those communities. I'll go back to the story of Glenn Stern. He started with feeding the homeless, and he had nothing, and he fed the homeless, and of course he got fed. But you can really see the passion and purpose in and thought and caring from this billionaire. And I'll land my plane there. And anybody else up on stage want to talk about maybe their passion or purpose? Because that's all about mindset too. Claudia, what is your passion and purpose? What will get you past that point of not wanting to do real estate? What passion? What are you passionate about?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think I'm passionate about a job well done. When I reached to that point to almost reach real estate, I think I was, as I said, I was burnt out, but it was also trying to find other greener pasture. Real estate, in my opinion, is a lot of work. It is hard. So at one point I thought, you know what? I'm getting older. My husband retired, so maybe I don't need to work that hard anymore. And I realized it is not about the necessarily the working hard, but as I said, is that's my mission field. Um, it's funny because many of the people, just to give you a short example, something that just happened. So I get a referral from someone that found me on the internet through the residential, the CRS. So it was her brother. So when I was called, she said, I don't know, if he's going to make any money. He owes a lot. The house is in horrible condition. So let's see what you can do. So I went to the house. And I immediately saw what we needed to do. We needed to start working. So I, brought a lot of resources. I got the blankets from my home. I got the towels from my house. I got my interior designer. I pay all of these people because my goal was that this gentleman will get away with as much money as he could. And I knew that by fixing some small cosmetic things, we could go there. And the presentation, the photos, right? The marketing part. So he could have canceled that listing with me. I didn't focus on that part on myself. I focused on my client. And it was really a victory. He arrived home yesterday. He was moving back to be with his 93-year-old mom. And his praises, he was a gentle soul. And I realized that's the reward right there is a job well done. I'm not an agent that is looking what type of commission somebody's paying so I can show a house. Never done that and probably never will because it is ultimately about who I serve. So, again, moving forward is to my passion is to serve my clients and to serve them well. And whatever I do it like if it's for the Lord. In terms of sometimes, I have conflicted ideas in terms of everybody being a millionaire or a billionaire, because I think that God created a body, and not every part of the body is the heart. I know every part of the body is the brain. I know we are not just all eyes or, those essential. We have these little things that we don't even sometimes know apparently what they are for. But if you guys remember, there was a guy that took over Home Depot a few years back, and he believed that you needed to fire 1/3 of the workforce every year because there was the C players, and you needed to fire every year all the C players, and you only kept the A and B. And I just cannot see the world that way because if everybody is an A player in a way, who's going to want to clean the toilets? One of the things that we love is when we go to, let's say, a public bathroom or a hotel or whatever it is, we love a clean bathroom. Who doesn't? Do I want to do that? No. I'm sure that most of us that in this stage will not want it to be cleaning them. So I just feel that perhaps not everyone destined or purpose-driven life is to be a millionaire in terms of money. Some people, like Mother Teresa, was a millionaire instead of her mission in this world, the life that she changes. I go back to what Jesus says: create riches where they cannot be destroyed. And yes, pursuit of money is very important because if not, we couldn't help Anna with the Covenant's house, right? But we also have to admit that not all of us are here destined to be millionaires and billionaires. That there is people that are content and they are going to be our garbage pickups people. And those are all essential services that we need. So just wanted to share that.
You dropped the mic there. Absolutely. And you have to treat the person that takes the garbage out just as well as you treat the billionaire.
Yes.
Because they're all people, they all bleed, they all have feelings, and they all deserve to be respected as individuals.
Sam does remind me of something. I was in New York, and I remember that, and we were in, nice area. The garbage, I guess, was not picked up. There was something going on. Oh my God, the smell was awful. And I remember thinking, or maybe somebody said it, can you imagine the garbage of the city not being picked up for a month? We underestimate sometimes all of those little tasks, like, the word said, we give more emphasis to the more prominent parts of the body, our brains, our hearts, our kidneys, lungs, whatever. But just try to hit one of your little pinkies, right? um, so just think about those services and not having anybody to perform them, like a simple or garbage pickup. The smell would be that we couldn't enjoy all our millions, probably. Anyway, just remind me of that everyone is important.
And it's pretty ironic because we just had a strike in like Newport Beach area, which is very expensive houses, and they felt the pain of a garbage strike. And I heard it stunk really bad. Without those on the front lines doing the job every day, we would have so much sickness and illness and creatures, and it would just snowball and it would ruin whatever quality of life you have. It would ruin it because it would just snowball and cause illness, and people would die. Eventually people die from it. Because take a look at the scarlet fever. Take a look at what happened when we were, the rats, and what happened. And all of that could be caused by just something simple as a garbage strike. So
Yep.
thank those garbage people every year. Give them a gift, hand them something. Have them a tip during the holidays, because what they do is a health concern. If they weren't there to take the garbage out, where would we be?
So, Sam, you made me think of something that I talk with a lot of agents about. Agents as a whole, they generally get stuck, right? Or they get in their own way, actually. Because one of the questions I get often is, how did you make the transition? How are you only working with sellers? How do you give up the buyers? Don't the clients want you? And all that, whatever. For one, whether it's my admin or another agent or whoever, everyone is my associate. I never refer to them as my assistant, right? Or my anything less than me. My partner, my associate, that's basically how they're introduced. So when I made the transition 5 years ago, so I'm going into my 10th year of real estate. So for the last 5 years, I've only worked with sellers. And so, of course, I had plenty of sellers who were also buying, right? And they reach out to me to come sell their home and help them find a home. And I would bring one of my associates, right? This is Stacy. She'll be working with you on the buy side, right? This is what she does. And she'll be talking with you about this part. Here's what I do. So I liken it to me, when you're building a real estate team, it mimics a lot of a law firm, right? You've got the associates, you've got the partners, right? And if you know Joe, the attorney, and you need services, legal services, but you need specifically a divorce attorney, well, Joe, who doesn't handle that, he's the elder care attorney, he's going to match you with the right associate at his practice, right? And it's the same thing in real estate. So we can't keep thinking that we're the only one who can do it, because let me just share with you all, you're all replaceable, including myself, right? We are not curing cancer. We're selling real estate.
Right.
And any aspect of it that we do or leverage to someone else to do, that is their expertise. And you have to have people that you really do trust on your team, and that I hire up, right? I don't want people who don't know what the hell they're doing or how to do what they need to do, especially when it comes in like director of operations or TCs or any admin roles, like I don't know how to do any of that stuff. You don't want to talk to me about it. I wouldn't even know my usernames and passwords, right? So I'm not going to teach you how to do that. I'm certainly not going to be the one to use it, but the ones who do, I want them to take initiative and create their own way of how they're going to do it well, not for me to micromanage and tell them how to do their jobs, right? So if you're in that world of thinking right now as you're entering 2022, and how do you level up? Well, think about the people who are around you that you can leverage them as well, so that you can level up and you don't have to do everything. I mean, I'm at the point, I personally listed 51 homes this year, all from personal referrals, none from internet leads or anything like that, aside from what my team did. I'm not, I don't even know the numbers. I think we're at like 40 million for the team. But nonetheless, the point is that I do what I do it well. But even for the volume that I do, I probably work about 20 hours a week in my real estate business. And then everything else is leveraged, even for the listings that I have. The reason why I can work 20 hours is because I found great partners who I'm going to share that opportunity with them, right? And they make money, I make money, everyone's happy, but I don't have to do everything.
Absolutely, Anna. And that brings me to be willing to delegate. Be willing to delegate. You can't do everything yourself. And you shouldn't do everything yourself. I have ADD personality. So after I go take my listings, I hand it off to my transaction coordinator. It costs me about $400 per transaction, and it's worth it to me. And it's worth it to me to have that off my plate so I can be reminded of the dates that are important in the transaction. I get notes, I get emails, I get those things that are important. So I'm on the transaction and I can go and help somebody else. And this year, all of my transactions have been referral and heroes. They've been referral, and many times they've been both. They've been heroes and referrals. So at this point in my business, I've built a following. I built a consistent referral base that they know what I do for heroes in my community. And if I'm not sure if I'll just share real quick, I give 20% of my gross back to heroes in my community. Police, fire, nurses, teachers, nonprofits, government agencies, all those people that are out there fighting a good fight every day. Military and veterans like myself as well. And it has created an incredible business. And sometimes I don't even know where the referrals are coming from. And I have to follow up and check and make sure that I take care of the referrer as well as the referral. Because it's even more important to take care of that referrer even before there's a transaction. Because what you're doing is you're showing them that you really appreciate their referral. And it could just be something simple like a Starbucks coupon or something. But as a new agent, make sure that you take care of those people that are sending you business. And, you know, the Department of Real Estate only allows you to legally give certain amount, except make sure you give just something little, just something to that person that sends the referral to you, because it's very important, and you'll see your business blossom and grow and explode because it's just those little things that you do that are different from the agent next door. that maybe doesn't even think of that. So, Tammy, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. Introduce yourself, where you're at, and it's Mindset Monday. What kind of mindset tools do you use? Mindset tools or mindset secrets that you use to keep yourself going?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me on the stage. My name is Tammy Hutchinson. I'm a realtor here in California. Been a busy month. What kept me motivated is staying positive, not focusing on problems, focusing on solutions, and be honest is my number one goal, and help my clients achieve their goals, and just service the community here.
You know, Tammy, you said honest, and I love that. Do you know that's one of the hardest things for realtors? Like, so agents know me as the transparent agent, right? Because I'll say anything, right? Good, bad, or otherwise. If I walk into a house and it smells like dog, like, I'll be the first to tell you. I'm not going to wait for, a dozen prospects to come through to say, oh, look at that, the feedback set. No, like, you smelt it, you say it, you do something about it, you address it. But honesty in real estate is probably one of the hardest things for the average agent to perform, because, again, coming from scarcity versus abundance, right? You're, likely to be fearful that you might not get the business because of your honesty. And I would argue, so while my stats are pretty good, and I'm proud of the amount of, homes that I sell, whatever nonsense. The thing that I'm most proud of is that in the 9 years that I've sold real estate, I've never had an expired listing. And I genuinely believe that is because I don't bullshit people, right? It is what it is. And I'm either right for you or I'm not, or you're not right for me. And that's cool too, and we don't have to be in business. So being honest to a fault, where you can deliver that information, whatever the outcome is going to be, I think is awesome. So good for you, Tammy.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. Honesty is so important. Tammy, where in California are you? And share with that as well.
I live in the Temecula area, and I work from San Diego to LA.
Fantastic. And Temecula, if y'all don't know, Temecula is a wine area. There's beautiful wineries in Temecula. So if you didn't know, Temecula is gorgeous. And I worked out there before I got in real estate. I worked for a company called Schwann's Food Service, and I used to deliver food to people's houses, door to door. And I was very blessed. I had one of the fastest growing routes out there, but I would stay in Temecula overnight, and then the next day I would go and continue my route. And it was just so beautiful there, and the wineries and the people, and it's it's on the way to San Diego. So connect with Tammy. It's a beautiful area, and house prices are still fairly reasonable there. Unlike where I live, Santa Clarita is not so reasonable anymore. The average is about $650,000, and I know Temecula is a little less, is more affordable. So connect with Tammy if you're thinking about wanting to be by the beach, because it's on the way to the beach, and you actually get a really nice breeze up through Temecula. I remember that. So Tammy, thank you so much. Anybody in the audience want to come up and say hi, introduce themselves? Let us know who you are and where to send referrals, because closed mouths do not get fed. Closed mouths do not get fed. And I love that saying, because it's so true. I am running a Instagram live. I am running a StreamYard, which is going through my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, and 2 of my Twitter accounts. So come and share who you are, where you're at. You never know if any of these are going to lead to some type of business. Welcome. Donna, ladies first, introduce yourself. Where are you at and where can we send referrals? As well as what is a good thing for mindset for our newly licensed agents to know about mindset?
Hi, everybody. My name's Donna DeRosa. I am a realtor in the Boston, Massachusetts area in Cape Cod, if anybody knows Massachusetts. I would say for mindset, I would have to say confidence. You need to feel like you need to learn your trade, but also know and feel confident in what you're doing without, I think Anna said it right and Tammy said it right, without getting your integrity in the way and being honest about it. I think you have to say, if you don't know something, you have to say it and be upfront, but be confident about saying it, so that you just have to feel like you know what you're doing and you're doing the right thing by the client. So I think that's really important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was going to say I like that, Donna, because sometimes so we don't know everything, and a client asks you, okay, what do you think my house is absolutely going to sell for? And I say, I wish I had a crystal ball, but the market will tell us. We do the best, but we don't necessarily have all the answers. But I like what Anna and Tammy say about being honest. And sometimes we know the games that is playing real estate. Well, let me get a listing. Let me give the client whatever they want to hear. And then, that listing sits in the market. And then they say I think I read one time that besides attorneys, we were the second profession that was less trusted. And that statistics being, a few years back. I don't know what is today, but that's kind of sad. And I can see sometimes why, because, we don't want to, sometimes it's that we don't want to disappoint our clients. And we're thinking, well, maybe we let them dream a little. And this is how I do my business. I provide the information, but my clients makes the decision. So I don't own the house. So if they wanted to, go that way, I let them try. I did put my boundaries. I let them try, and sometimes have worked actually. I have lost listing, very high-end listing, because I didn't think that price could have been supported. The market didn't support it. But guess what? A guy came from Dubai, 35 years old, full of money, and bought the house, cash. So when we don't know, we don't know. And we don't know everything.
And when somebody says to you, what is my house worth? What I would say is, it doesn't matter what I think your house is worth. It doesn't matter what you think your house is worth. What matters is what a buyer is willing to pay at this time in this market. What you and I have to say about the house has nothing to do with what it's worth.
Yep, market driven.
Welcome, Oscar. Introduce yourself. Let us know any mindset tricks that you use to keep yourself going. It's a Monday. It's newly licensed now. What? Mindset Monday. Introduce yourself, please, so we know where to send referrals to. Okay, cat's got his tongue. Meow. Hey, Oscar, can you speak? All right.
He was raising his hands. That's why I brought him up, or maybe I don't know, but he wanted to say something.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Well, my name is Oscar Serrano. Working out of Downey. So I'm kind of borderlining LA County and Orange County area. I am. I'm not gonna say new, but I do see a lot of realtors. It takes a couple of years to get like a fully developed knowledge of the the whole professionalism of this industry. So just as of April of this year, I got my license. I got licensed. I'm sorry, and I see a lot of what you guys are saying is actually true. I'm seeing being honest is one of the biggest parts of being successful, because at times the client's not going to want to hear you say something, but when you prove to them with what you're saying, with facts, with numbers, and like with comparables, and even mostly right now I'm working with buyers. So even when I come in and do the open, let's say go into an open house, I come prepared with what's out there, what the whether the price is, the house is priced right, or if it's too high, I let them know. But again, I do tell them, because this market is it's not a buyer's market. So if I feel that they like it and they do want to put an offer, I tell them the expectations are going to be not the same as it was a few years ago. So my whole outlook to this is that I am in development, and I feel like even with everything you guys are saying is that we're constantly learning from each other. So new to Clubhouse as of July of this year as well. So I do thank everyone on here in different areas as well. Like I talked to so many different people, and I'm trying to network myself to be able to consume everything that's out here.
Absolutely. We appreciate you in Downey. I've been through Downey a lot, and I know that area. So welcome to the room. Thank you for sharing. And
Thank you.
please connect with all of us in this room, and let's follow each other and like each other's social media, and create communities where we can help each other to succeed, get to our next level, because none of us succeed without all of us succeeding when it comes down to it. Because us as a real estate business, we are so much under attack by big box stores out there. And the more value we provide, the more honesty we provide, the more integrity, the more ethics we provide, the better off we will all be. And maybe one day we could change the thought pattern of the public in realizing that we care for the people, and what we have is not just a commodity. No, we're not curing cancer. No, we're not, like Anna says, we're not curing cancer, and something that we do is not going to kill somebody. However, we have to treat it as a business. We have to treat the people that we're dealing with respect and honesty. And you know what? Sometimes we don't know the answer. I've been licensed since 2004. Sometimes I don't know the answer. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to say, you know what? That's a great question. And let me take a day and find that answer for you. Because we have so many resources out there, not just in eXp. We have so many resources all over the internet from other agents. There are so many websites on Facebook that you can connect with, Bigger Pockets, and all of those different ones out there. Lab Code Agents. You can go to Lab Code Agents and find out any of the answers that you need. So if you're in a brokerage that maybe doesn't have the support.
What's up, bad bitches?
Okay. And then we get some people like that we got to toss out of the room. However, anytime you have a room, that can happen. But you aren't in this business by yourself. You have so much support. And I know if somebody asked me to help them, I would help in an instant. I know Anna. These are quality people. These are people with integrity. And Amanda, thank you so much for coming in the room. And I'm going to get right to you after I land my plane. And introduce yourself, Amanda, and let us know where you're at and where we can send referrals.
Well, hello, friends. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm Amanda Dahl. I'm in Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm a licensed realtor here, and I also own a coaching and consulting company, and I deal with a lot of new agents. So happy to be here on the stage with you all, talking about new agents.
New agents and mindset. What's a mindset hack that you have, Amanda? You help to support new agents and get them to their next level. What kind of mindset hack do you have?
Not too happy with you working, I guess. Am I allowed to say vodka? No, just kidding. That's a joke. For somebody who doesn't drink a lot at all, actually. That was just a joke, I promise. Such a great question. I think for me, my morning routine is crucial in the way that my mind works and the way that I operate throughout my day. So first thing in the morning, literally my alarm goes off at 4:30. And the first thing that I'm doing is I'm saying my affirmations and I'm journaling about what it is that I'm grateful for. I also like to listen to positive, inspirational stuff. So there are a few saved videos that I have on YouTube that really get me motivated, especially on those days where it's like, do I really want to get out of bed? Do I really have to get up? Do I really have to do it? Because we all have those days, no matter how structured we are. So I think what you do in the morning is really going to set the tone for your day. So working out, listening to inspirational stuff. There are some days where I'm just like, I need my blood pumping because I know I've got a day full of calls. So it might be one of my playlists that I listen to on iTunes that just gets me upbeat and ready to go. I think the importance, though, or the key in what I'm saying is understanding how you operate. If you're somebody that needs that accountability, if you're someone that will talk yourself out of certain situations when given the opportunity, whether it be go to the gym or whether it be, do your gratitude or your affirmations or your journaling or whatever, putting a system or a plan in place that holds you extremely accountable to actually doing it to make sure that you get it done would be my advice.
I'm going to let that one breathe for a little bit because that's just gold right there. That's gold, Amanda. I appreciate you coming in this room and sharing nuggets. And please ping some people in this room that maybe need to understand that mindset is so important in the real estate business, let alone any business out there. And it doesn't have to be real estate because any business that you have contact with the public, any business, insurance business, car business, Turo business, short-term rental business, any of those businesses that you deal with the public, mindset is so important. That's why there are companies out there. That's why Tony Robbins is out there. That's why Tommy Hopkins is out there. That's why all those incredible motivators are there. And that's why, Grant Cardone. I know there's a lot of people that are into Grant Cardone. That's why Stearns is out there. And he created a new lender called Kind Lending. And I've met quite a few people from that company. It's pretty impressive what they have to offer. So that being said, Armando, welcome from Texas. Let us know how you are and mindset hacks.
Howdy, it's Armando, Houston, Texas. Mindset hacks. Well, I schedule out my day. It's just kind of what everyone else does. Super busy. I just hired a transaction coordinator this morning because I got like 2 more listings and a random cash buyer last week, and then my listing's under contract, so it's supposed to close next week. So Yeah, so mindset hacks, getting somebody else to do all the little things I don't want to do, or I don't need to do, and staying in front of the things I do need to do, like as far as like lead generating and making sure, you know, things I need to actually send out myself. So, and have more eyes on documents to make sure everything's good is always key. So, keeping my mind clear so I don't have to worry about, putting little ticky-tacky things in listings. And keeping a schedule, I wake up super early, like between 4 and 4:15 every day, almost every day, sometimes 5 on the weekends. But yeah, I mean, just thinking ahead, being organized, kind of the same stuff everyone else does. So nothing you haven't heard before. Not, reinventing the wheel. So, but mainly like a big deal for me is getting more things off my plate. I have a VA. I've worked with this VA now. It's my second one in the past 3 months. She's been a lot better than the first one. So keeping my mind clear, having to do the things I don't need to do, and staying in front of lead generation, potential clients. Other than that, mindset hacks. I'm a big fitness guru, so being as healthy as I can really improves my body. Keeps me going. I mean, my engines. I run all day from 4 a.m. till I slow down about 8 p.m. So having a strong body is really important. And in my day, I'm also treating a very limited amount of physical therapy patients. I'm also a healthcare professional. So I got to keep my body super strong, working with that population. And that comes with, fitness, all around health and wellness, and all that good stuff. So other than that, yeah, what other mindset hacks everyone else has? That's speaking.
First of all, thank you for being a healthcare provider, because I know that's not easy. My wife's a nurse, so I understand that, and I appreciate you for what you do for the community, the heroes in the community. Definitely, they got my heart. So thank you so much for what you do for the community when it comes to healthcare, and I appreciate all of you. It is almost 1:30. One more question I have for the panel, for everyone on this room. How do you handle failure? How do you handle failure? Do you run to it? Do you avoid failure? How do you handle failure? Because we all deal with it. And it's not a bad thing, as long as you're failing forward.
My thing is, if you ain't failing, you ain't trying. And I don't see it as failing. I see it as either missed opportunities or things I can learn and grow from. Failing in a sense, I'm not negligent, or I'm not just totally missing things, but for me, like cold calling and getting in front of more sellers and listing appointments and getting things signed, listing agreements and all that. I've failed not getting the listing agreement, but I'll look back and recount and try to replay the whole scene in my head. How was my body positioned? How was my tone? Did I address, seller A, the husband, and seller B, the wife, or whatever, enough? And, little things like that. So, the more, appointments I go on, the better I get. And I'm noticing the less calls I make, the more appointments I do set. So that's what I think about that.
Thank you, Armando. Claudia, how do you handle failure?
I'm learning. I used to be pretty hard on myself. I Nobody likes failure, right? And failure could started when we went to school. You know, if I didn't get an A, I will not be happy because I felt that that's what I was supposed to do. Um, if I did a report and there was some errors, I will be upset for a long time. But as I think as you get older, maybe you get a little grayer, but a little wiser. I realized that mistake in a time and point in the future, I will look back and realize, oh, that wasn't maybe that bad for me to be personally. I will be upset with myself. So one of the things that I do is I do evaluate why the failure, because I want to know, was it something that I should have done differently? And sometimes it seems that it's outside our control. So if I evaluate now and I feel that I did the best that I could with what I know and my ability and what was available to me, and that project still didn't work out, then, I move on. But I do evaluation. I want to know, Claudia, did you mess up? Because if I messed up, then I want to learn from that mess up so I don't do it again. So I do take it seriously, in terms of the analysis. And, I don't like to say whatever. It was something that my son and I always fought about, because I said, no, it's not whatever. Everything matters. But it matters to a point, right? To help us move forward. So I'm done speaking.
Thank you, Claudia. How about Anna? Anna, how do you handle failure?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't do anymore. It used to weigh on my emotion, and success or failure, getting the listing, losing the sale, whatever, it weighed on me. It changed my emotion, right? And I know it had to be about 6 or 7 years ago when that changed for me, where my husband even asked me, like, so how's work? I'm like, it's good. Why? Are you selling anything? He was always so clueless, like, as to actually what was going on in the day-to-days. He's not in real estate. And so I realized at that moment that the win or the fail wasn't going to dictate how I was going to be. Like, I get to choose my happiness, right? Or my pissed offness for that matter. And that's on me. And whatever's happening in the day-to-day activity of really has nothing to do with that, right? So as far as failing, I look at things as risk assessment, right? And when I try something out or invest in something and it doesn't work out, I'm like, well, that was a learn. So always, when you're failing, it's education, right? We don't need a degree for our real estate career. And so the failures are valuable. As long as you learn something from them and use them in creating a better situation for the next time, because there always will be a next time. To me, I invite them.
I love that. And that's gold also, because what happens is beyond our control. The results are beyond our control. We can't control people, places, or things. We can't control those things. What we can control is ourselves and our actions and our responses to those disappointments when we have them. And one of the most powerful energies is being thankful. And another really powerful energy is sadness and depression and frustration. And when they talk about the law of attraction, I love the law of attraction. When you have these feelings that come out and you get one day to lick your wounds. One day, 24 hours. And then you have to get on with life. Whatever it is, let it go. Because if you let it sit, it festers. It festers. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because the more time you lick your wounds, the more time you're not going to be able to help somebody else. And that time is valuable because you never know. You don't get a listing appointment, right? Maybe you go next door and say, hey, I was just over here talking to your neighbor. They were thinking about doing something in real estate. Who do you know that may be interested in doing something in real estate? Take that energy, take that pent up energy and go and make it productive. And go knock on another door or go see somebody else or call somebody and get back into production. Because if you are frustrated, that's not good for you. That's not good for your body. Stress kills people. So give yourself a certain amount of time to lick your wounds. And 24 hours is fine. If an hour, if whatever is comfortable for you in your situation, what you need. If it's like a goldfish, like Ted Lasso talks about, be a goldfish. Because goldfish have a 3-second memory. If you could do that, fantastic. You are so much further from other people out there that need 24 hours or even lick their wounds for a week. I love this concept. What is failure? And how do you handle failure? Tammy, what do you do with failure? How do you handle failure?
I'm sorry, I'm here.
It's okay.
I'm trying to deal with the final paperwork because I'm closing on my San Diego property tomorrow, and I still don't have the VP from the buyer's agent.
Okay.
So I'm knocking on her door.
Well, go take care of that. Take care of business. And
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm multitasking. How do I deal with failure? Well, it's kind of hard because I'm perfectionist and I'd like everything to be operated perfect as far as in my control. I try not to fail, but sometimes it's out of our hands. What I do is instead of focusing on how did that happen, what did I do wrong, or how could I do better, I learn from it and go and move forward. This business, like every other business, we fail. We fail to deliver, and we fail to provide what the seller or the buyer needed because of certain circumstances. But we learn from it and we are moving forward, and that's all we can do. Dwelling on failure will not move us forward any further. So learn from it, pick up your bags and move forward.
They used to say in the military, shoot, communicate, and move on out. Shoot, communicate, and move on out. That's what they used to say in the service. So it's very appropriate with an analogy of failure. You have to do already. When we talk about shooting, going into the range, you go ready, shoot, aim. Ready, shoot, aim. Because unless you shoot, you don't know where to put the correction to get to the target. And that's kind of an interesting way to kind of segue into it is 1:30. Oscar, one more time. I'll let you speak, Oscar, and then we're going to close the room because we've been an hour and a half. And I appreciate all of your time. And I know all of you have places to go and things to do, and it's the holidays. So, Oscar, how do you handle failures?
Well, failure for me is obviously learning. The faster I learn from it, the less energy I would say I spend on it, and I move forward. I mean, nobody takes failure well, but I don't spend so much energy where it's taking me off of what else needs to be done, because just like everything, you're gonna roll into something else, another client, and you're gonna exert that energy, that failure, and nobody wants to see that. Actually, on the contrary, I think people run away from that. So sometimes I kind of communicate with other like team members, or just kind of get an idea of was it something that I could have controlled or not. But like I said, I don't deal with it too much. I kind of I move fast, so I don't dwell on it too much.
So do you give yourself the 3 second like a goldfish, like Ted Lasso? Do you give yourself 3 seconds?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's because it's you just have to learn from it, and like I said, if it's something that you could have done, and there's no way of going back to exercise, correct it, then it's kind of pointless to spend so much energy on something that you cannot control anymore.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it goes back to mindset. All of this goes back to mindset, because failing forward is part of life. If you're not failing, you're not succeeding, because you take a look at the people that have created this incredible technology. They've all failed. They've all failed hundreds and hundreds of times. And if they didn't do that, think about, we wouldn't have electricity. We wouldn't have, think about, Bill Gates, and we wouldn't have the computers and Steve Jobs. And I mean, think about how many failures these amazing people that created our communities in this technology, where we would be now if they quit. So, saying that is never quit, never give up on yourself. Realize that you are a success wherever you are a success, and you are successful, and you will achieve your next success. And believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, come to one of us and say, hey, I'm suffering right now. I'm having issues. What can I do now? How can I get to my next level? We're there. I mean, real estate agents, we have our phones attached to our hips, and our cars have phones, our computers have phones. You can call, everything. We're never out of contact. So if you feel like you are suffering, or you need help, or you need accountability, connect to one of us. And I appreciate all of you in this room. And please click on Anna's 10K card and learn more about Covenant House. I'm scrolling it actually on my YouTube down at the bottom of my my little banner that I have running on my video, and on my Instagram. So hopefully we get some people that come and join Covenant House and support this beautiful charity and help to change lives. And I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you every day coming into these rooms. I was like going through withdrawals this last week with the holidays and the kids at home. So that being said, I appreciate all of you, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And tomorrow is not New Year's, so I will do at least an hour tomorrow. So come back in, share with your friends if you got any value. Tomorrow will be, maybe we'll do Tech Tuesday tomorrow. Oh, wow. Marty's here. Oh, man. Marty, let me invite him up, and then we'll close the room after Marty comes up and says hi. And gives us a mindset trick that maybe he has that maybe we didn't talk about. Come on up, Marty. We're about to close the room. Welcome, welcome. Marty is my Facebook group guru, and newly licensed now. What we're talking about Mindset Monday, and we talked about failure and how people treat failure, and we talked about things that people use to little mindset tricks or hacks. What do you have to say, Marty? Welcome to the room.
Hey, Sam. I appreciate it, buddy. I would say expand your reach. If I could give you any advice at all, and I was a realtor back in the mid-'90s who didn't make it the first 2 years like the other 80% usually don't. Just now with their social media, whether it be where I use the Facebook groups or whatever you use, TikTok, whatever don't be afraid to get out there and expand your reach. I've got realtors who basically have went from being new to the area they moved to picking up a Facebook group that's got 20 or 30,000 people in it that is specifically designed around their community. And then all of a sudden they slap their business card on top of it and 30,000 people immediately get notified who that realtor is. But just expand your reach by using social media, by using the groups, whether it be TikTok, Facebook. Don't be afraid to put some short videos out there, and 2022, going into 2022, do not be salesy, just be a person. Don't even use your Facebook business page. Use your regular profile. It will change everything for you, and you will close a lot of transactions because of it. How you have conversations, how you message people, be a friend. Try to help. Hope that helps, Sam.
I gotta let that one breathe, Marty. I gotta let that one breathe. Always bringing the golden nuggets, brother. Always bringing them. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. Incredible. This room wouldn't be happening, and we wouldn't be up to, looks like 107 members without all of you. And I really appreciate what you do for the communities as real estate agents and lenders and whatever business you're in. I really appreciate all of you. And we're going to close the room. It's been about an hour and a half. And connect with each other. Connect with each other, like each other, follow each other. And really, let's change the mindset of these businesses that we're in, and change the mindset of the public in what we do, and that it's very important what we do, and we really care for the people that we genuinely are helping. So I'm going to close this room, and I appreciate it, and I'll do it in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Talk to you soon. And we'll close over here too. Thank you so much for coming to the Instagram, and feel free to share. Newly licensed now what? It's on my Facebook group. Matt, how you doing, brother? Let's see. I'll say hi to everyone on this room and Instagram. Vision Board University, welcome. Beverly, the Deal Maker, welcome. Trucker Curtis, welcome. Wandering Jamaican, welcome. Eden Asis, welcome. Green Liberty, Brian, welcome. Dad of this 3, welcome. Oh, you were in Quartz Hill. There's some great houses in Quartz Hill. Sergeant, welcome. Welcome all of you, and we will see you tomorrow back on my Instagram. Easy for me to say. My Instagram channel. Newly licensed now what? And take care. God bless. And one more stream. Gotta end my stream. Thank you so much for watching my stream. And connect with me. You can go to my website. You can go to sam661.com and that's my digital business card. You can connect, all of my links are in there. So you can go there, and if you have any questions or you want to connect with me, let me know. I love all these incredible golden nuggets, and I appreciate all of you, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.